Hi, John here from Team Almond Core, coming at you today with a deck profile of my Noble Knight deck. For the monsters, 3 Noble Knight Madrat, most important card of the deck, gets all the other Noble Knights out the deck. 3 Noble Knight Boars, second most important card, gets the Noble Arms out of the deck. Just 2 Gawain. I feel like now that the new supports come out, he's not as important as he was before, but still good for overlay plays. 1 Noble Knight Walshavad and 1 Noble Knight Paradir. Our late game cards, gets our Noble Knights back, gets our Noble Arms back. Just 1 Dristan, because I don't feel like he's that good to run more of one of, but he does get rid of problem cards, so I do run 1 of them. 1 Lotsolin, 1 Atorgus, and 1 Lady of the Lake for our synchro plays. Lady of the Lake gets Atorgus out of the graveyard, and Lotsolin gets Lady of the Lake out of the graveyard. 1 Gwynethere. She's really good right now. If I don't have a Noble Arms, just equip her right from the hand or the graveyard. Just a reusable Noble Arms card. Now this might seem a little unorthodox, but it works for me. 3 Maiden with Eyes of Blue, and 1 Blue Eyes White Dragon. With this in the deck, I nicknamed the deck Noble Knights White Dragon. Basically, Maiden comes on the field. Most of the time, my opponent's not going to want to touch it, or else they'll have to deal with Blue Eyes White Dragon. So I sit there with the Maiden until I get one of my Noble Knights, and then I synchro for 5 for my High Lotsolin. And what's good about Blue Eyes White Dragon is that he's a light normal type monster, so his effect goes well with the Gawains because all they need is a light normal type monster to special summon themselves out, along with Lotsolin. I just tribute the Blue Eyes off for Lotsolin and go from there. So the Blue Eyes engine is really good in the deck. And of course the last monster, Honest. For the spells, 2 Noble Arms Caliburn, my favorite Noble Arms card. I don't know why people frown upon this so much, but I run it at 2. 2 Destiny, one of the best Noble Arms cards required for the deck. Protects your monsters. 2 Noble Arms Excalibur, protects your monsters from being targeted. 2 Noble Arms Gallatin, pretty much Axe of Despair. And 1 Noble Arms Arfidutor, because I feel like just like cutting Gawain down to 2, it's not as important as in the deck as it was before. I originally wasn't going to run this card, but after getting it in the battle pack, 1 Release Restraint Wave, really good for clearing my opponent's back row. 1 Reinforcing the Army, staple. Just 1 Forbidden Lance, because I never really find myself activating it more than once, so just the 1 Lance does help the deck. 1 Dark Hole, considered cutting it, but I really just don't feel safe playing this game without Dark Hole. 2 Mirror Force, staple. For the traps, 1 Mirror Force, Torrential, Compulse, Bottomless, and Warning. The traps that matter. For the extra deck, 2 King Atorgus of the Noble Knights, 2 Sacred King Atorgus, 1 Lotsolin, that's the Noble Knight extra deck. For the rest of the synchros, 1 Azure Eyes Silver Dragon, as the Blue Eyes. 1 Catastor, there should be another Lotsolin, but Catastor helps for now. 1 Cyhemoth, because he's like the best level 6 right now. 1 Blade Armor and Excalibur for our Warrior overlays. Star Liege and Omega for our light overlays. 1 Cowboy for our last level 4. And 1 Volcasaurus and 1 Gaia Charger. Considering taking these 2 out of the extra deck because I never go into them. Probably replace them with like Exoton Knight or something. And that was my Noble Knights White Dragon deck. Thanks for watching.